right, here we go. We got Muhammad Speaks back in the house, man. Let's go and jump right up into it, man. How you been checking in on this YSL trial? What you think about it?
Man, I've been keeping up with it the whole time, man. It got very interesting, man. So, yeah, should Thugger take a plea? Okay, look, should Thugger take a plea? That's. Yesterday, Quay took a plea. So, Quay was in the RICO charge because Quay had a body. Yeah, he had a body. His body was part of one of the charges in the RICO Act. The problem was with the state of Georgia, they overreached. So they got all these people who claimed YSL and they individually did crimes. And then they took you did a crime, you did a crime, you did a crime, and y'all all YSL. So we're gonna put y'all all together, and then we're gonna say it's a RICO charge instead of just trying him and trying him and trying him for a state charge. So last week, once again, the state messed up once again. So they all, because you got so many witnesses and so the state messed up again and they filed for a mistrial. So the judge told the defense, I'm not going to give y'all a mistrial with prejudice. So the whole thing was about a mistrial. This is how we got to the pleas. So, let's just go through the motions right fast. This is how we got to the pleas where all of the plea deals is coming now. So the state jump up like, we don't want to mistrial this, that, this, and this, that. The judge literally says, look, I'm trying to clean up y'all mess. First of all, Judge, that is not your job to clean up their mess. Your job is to rule over this court fairly.
She said that on the bench?
On the bench, on live TV, on YouTube, live TV, all that. So anyway, the defense started filing for mistrials. They're like, we want mistrial. Like, this has been going on too long. Time and time again, these people been doing this stuff. They're not prepping their witnesses. They putting evidence out there that shouldn't be out there and then say, oh, it was a mistake. My bad. No, how many times can you give a curative instruction to the jury and expect them to listen to unhear something they didn't already heard? So anyway, she turned around, she says, I'm not going to give y'all a mistrial with prejudice, because with prejudice means that you can't retry the case. She says, but if y'all want to file motions for a mistrial, let me run that back. She said, I'm not going to give y'all a mistrial with prejudice, because if you file a mistrial with prejudice, means you can't run it back. But a mistrial without prejudice mean they can run it back. So she said, I'm not going to give y'all a mistrial with prejudice. I give you a mistrial without prejudice. Well, she say, if you want to file a motion with trial without prejudice, cool. Now the state is in panic, right? Because she pretty much told them, I'm not going to give you a mistrial with prejudice, but I will give you one with prejudice.
Oh.
Yeah, I said that backwards again, right? Yeah, I give you one without prejudice. But what y'all need to understand is we're going to run that back. They can run it back if they want to. So there was no more court the rest of last week. Then there was no court Monday. And then they ran court Tuesday. The state is in a panic. We need to get plea deals, because it's going to be a mistrial. We've been dealing with this case for 2 years. More money, more money. And if you try to run this case back, you're not going to have all them witnesses again. They are not coming. All the ones that you done had, they are not, nobody's gonna say anything. So they come with the plea deals. So yesterday, the dude Quay take one. Quay was on there for a body, which you should have just charged him in the state with a body, and you had him dead to the rights. But you messed up, and now you don't want a mistrial, so you got to come with a sweetheart deal. So they came with him first with 30, 20 to serve in the pen before you come up, and he like, no. So they keep on going down. Finally, they get it down to 20-year sentence, 7 served in the pen, and then you get 13. Oh, hey, somebody jump up in the comments. Let me know what that Georgia law is like, because I don't understand that law anyway, because it was like they told him literally like, you're going to do 7 in the pen and then the other 13 on parole. I don't get that, because it's like he had a mandatory, like you got to let me out in 7. But so anyway, somebody did an interview with his wife, and his wife was like, I was crying. He still didn't want to take it. He didn't want to take no plea deal. He was the first one. No plea deal. She was crying, so she played the kid card on him. They got 4 kids together. So finally he was like, damn, man, I had already been locked up all this time. And then with good time, so with good time, I'll be up in 9 months. But still, only got to do like, what, 4? And I'm up. So anyway, he took the deal.
So what does he plead to?
Yeah. So they got rid of the body and all the other charges. He pled to 1 count of conspiracy to violate the RICO Act, which carries a 5 to 20. State of Georgia RICO Act. It's a state RICO, whatever, right? But that's Georgia. Anyway, yeah. So today, Lil Rod pleads out. Lil Rod already serving a life sentence for a homicide that he committed with several other people when he was 15 years old. Imagine that. See, that's what y'all need to know about them streets and what they'll do to you. 15 years old. He ain't even busted a good nut yet. 15 years old, that man got a life sentence. What I do know is that the life sentence in Georgia is 30 flat. I do know that. So the man 15 years old, and you give that man a life sentence where he got to do 30 flat. His brain is not even fully developed. I mean, he doesn't even really know. I mean, he knows like I might. Come on, man. That's what they think about the young black youth. He plead out for the same thing, which is the first count of the RICO by conspiracy to violating the RICO Act. They give him 10 years suspended. His case is on appeal. Whatever. It didn't matter to them. But they took his case that he's already convicted of and took him and put him in a RICO case, and you was actually going to try to give him more time, but you just trying to use this case to prove this case, which is crazy. So he out the way. There was another Quay. So the other Quay, like this boy had like 14, 15 charges, all aggravated. None of them homicide. All of them is aggravated assaults, robberies, aggravated robberies, felon in possession of a firearm. This, this. At the end of the day, his charges carry the total of 3 life sentences plus 100 years. I thought the judge was going to reject his plea, the way she was talking about it. She said, do you know how lucky you are Because your charges carries 3 life sentences. 3 life sentences plus 100 years. He ain't even got a homicide. Oh my God. So they gave him 9 years penitentiary time. And well, they gave him 25 in total. 9 to be served in the penitentiary. That's why I say, y'all jump up in the comments. Y'all let me know. I ain't understand that Georgia law. Because they literally said 25, they gave him 25 years, 9 to be served in the penitentiary. I don't understand that. I don't know what's going on there.
And 14 on parole.
And she told him, you got a sweetheart deal. Basically, all of them got sweetheart deals. You gave this dude 7. You gave him 20 with 7 to be served in a pen on, we're going to dismiss this body. Just take this. Because they're trying to save face now. Mm-hmm. Because y'all not going to try to retry this. Mm-hmm. And none of that. Too much money. So they giving them sweetheart deals because at the end of the day, the state can still say we convicted them on RICO charges. No matter what, if you plead, it's still a conviction.
It's conviction. Facts.
So you give them sweetheart deals because y'all done messed this case up so much. It definitely was going to get overturned in appellate court. So only one that they're saying is not going to take a plea is Shannon. And you got 2 more. One of them is Thug. They giving out sweetheart deals. Do y'all think Thug is going to take a deal? I do. Y'all jump up in the comments. Y'all tell me why y'all think he's going to take one or why he shouldn't take one. But now it's 2 sides of that coin. So the reason why I think Thug is going to take the deal is because these boys got bodies. These boys got all these aggravators. You have nothing on Thug. Nothing. Except that he all in video talking about YSL. He on Instagram. YSL. To be in a gang, which is law of the land, is not against the law. You have no crime that you can show that he committed, except that he always representing that gang. Now you might have some what they call circumstantial evidence. He rented the car that these fools supposedly popped nut in. After that, they all came to his house. That's nothing. I don't know nothing about that. So what? You have no evidence because you have to prove 3 of them counts to get that RICO. You can't prove none of them as far as Thug. Now, the thing is, Thug will not plead to that first count because that's the RICO count. Conspiracy to break the RICO law. So if he do that, it's an automatic felon. It carries 5 to 20 years. And you saying that, hey, they can take your assets. So he's not going to, you know what I'm saying, plead to that. But you got other stuff in there, misdemeanor drug. I ain't gonna say it was misdemeanor drug, but where y'all in this house got drug. But I feel like what they gonna come to him with, because he's the big fish. This is what it's all about. It's all about Thug. It's all about Thug. So you getting them, yeah, we got them, but how did he get off? So you have to get a conviction out of him. But you can't convict him from none of that stuff. He's not going to take no RICO. This is not a... Look, if I had to gamble, if I'm betting on Thug and I'm not taking a plea that, hey, let's keep it going, I would bet he would beat it. I would bet that. But if I'm sitting in thug chair and it's my life, I'm not betting on it. Because you don't know what that jury got going on in their mind. But if you come to me, you got him on a body. That's why he's part of this case. And you can dismiss that. You got this dude on all this stuff where he can get 3 life sentences plus 100 years. So when you die, you owe me. No, your family, y'all can't take the body. We're going to bury him out back in the state penitentiary. Yeah, we need to get that time. Yeah, you're going to give me a sweetheart deal. You have nothing on me. Nothing. Do I want to gamble? Or do you come to me and say, look, we'll give you a misdemeanor drug charge, give you a year probation and a couple of 100 hours of community service, and you talk to the kids, and he surely should want to talk to the kids right now. Surely. You should want to talk to kids right now because your whole gang turned on you. Hey, you talk to the kid. You think he ain't gonna take that? I'm taking that. Muhammad speaks. Look, I got a homeboy named Rock, right? Rock's still locked up right now, man. This is my partner, man. So I'm summing up, make a long story short. So one day Rock cut his arms. Boom, boom, right? They go get him. They see him, get him and stuff. So when he come back out, so the penitentiary heartless. So he come back out, we joking. Oh, you stupid. Ah, you dumb. Why you dumb as hell? We laughing and clowning them, all that, right? But you know, that's just the initial reaction. So look, so I'm talking to him a couple days later. I'm like, bro, what's up? What's going on with you? He say, man, I don't even remember what happened. So you don't remember what happened? He was like, nah, man, I don't even know what happened. One thing I know, man, they was hollering, opened my door, man, got me out. You know, they bandaged him up and stuff. I was like, dang, man, for real? He was like, yeah. What happened was that time got to him. So he had 50, right? So the people came to him and told him when he was in the county, look, he had a homicide. Man, we'll give you 10 years. He turned it down. What really happened is he went back here and them fools, jailhouse lawyers and these other cats with 60, 70 years and all that. Like, man, they offer you 10, they ain't got nothing. Don't take it. Don't take it. Take it to trial. They offer you 10 years on it, that means they ain't got nothing. And he went in there and got 50. And this is after we'd had 10 years. I went in before him. So he done had over 10 years in his time, and it started messing with him. See, it's a gamble. So now, do Thug want to gamble with his life? Because you never know what the jury might say. You never know what that jury might say. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. So they came to the man with 10 for a homicide. If you know you did that homicide, why wouldn't you take that 10? And listen to these people, now you got 50. Now you saying you blanking out, cutting your wrist. He's doing good right now too, man. He's a preacher right now, man. Shout out Rock, man. It's my partner. But so that's why I think though, everybody got sweetheart deals. Y'all jump in the comments, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know if y'all think Thug up finna take a plea or not. Me, I ain't gonna lie. If you gonna give me some, even though I ain't had nothing to do with none of that, sometimes you might have to take a plea for something you didn't do to get rid of something you didn't do. I mean, that you did do. Because that might be far worse. That might be far worse. So you would take this plea to get rid of that. So even though he ain't had nothing to do with none of it, yeah, if it's gonna be a misdemeanor, I don't think you take a felony in Young Thug situation. You don't take that felony. I would not take that felony charge. I would not admit to taking a RICO charge But if you come to me on some, hey, look, so we got these drugs at your house. We're going to give you a misdemeanor weed charge or whatever. You take that. And that's what they're going to come to them with. Because if you can make a body disappear, and you got this man on nothing, he finna get a plea. He finna take a plea, man. That's my thoughts. What's your thoughts? If you're up in here, like, subscribe, comment, and definitely share. Smash that like button, man. Push that up through there, man. Appreciate you.